There are significant enrollment pressures facing higher education, so college choice is as competitive as it's ever been.
The campus visit is actually the most important element of their decision in where to go to school. It's kind of the key point of whether we're going to seal the deal with them for them to become a future Jayhawk or not.
We've looked at an expansion of the Alumni Association for the better part of a decade. As we were exploring that project, we discovered that the university had an interest in developing a new Jayhawk Welcome Center. We wanted the space to resonate with a 16 or 17-year-old prospect, but it also needed to resonate with a 90-plus-year-old Jayhawk.
The entire experience, it's really curated to the person who shows up. One of the most powerful moments is welcoming a student by name on this huge media wall. So when they walk in with their parents, they see their name up there. So that's our first opportunity to create an emotional experience so that they just feel like this is the right place for them.
We really wanted to help people understand what it means to be a Jayhawk at its core.
We spent almost an entire day talking about that very question. What does it mean to be a Jayhawk?
That's a hard story to tell in print. You have to feel it. And so the whole goal of this Welcome Center was to help students and their families feel what it would be like to be a Jayhawk.
We wanted to create an emotional exhibit that showcases the things that aren't occurring while those students are visiting. Sort of tug at the heartstrings and give those students a sense of what student life's going to be here, what sort of family that they're joining.
A lot of people will use the idea of customization. If a prospective student is going to come to that campus, they're going to print them a name tag. In this case, this building is smart.
KU has software that aggregates a ton of information about potential students. We were able to integrate with that software and basically take all that information about them and put that into a personalized QR code that they could use throughout the space to access different information for each activation that was very personalized to them.
When you sign up for a visit, you'll get an email with information and then you get a QR code. So when you come into the visit, you can use it to scan at every activation to see content that's based on your academic interests. If you're interested in engineering or architecture, you'll get content that's related to that major or academic interest that you have.
As you think about the world we live in and how we consume content, there's so much noise out there, and the more we can make what we do relevant to the individual, I think creates a considerable competitive advantage.
I think the most important message we're trying to convey is demonstrating through our alumni what Jayhawk education has been able to allow them to do as they've gone out into the world.
We've never had a vehicle like this to tell the story of our institution, our alumni, and technology is the key driver in our ability to do that in new and modern ways.
But we really needed a lot of help to think about how to effectively tell those stories and how to do it in a dynamic, living way. Dimensional Innovations absolutely held our hand and led us through this entire process.
As you think about content planning, our team is going to have flexibility to freshen up content, rotate content out that's no longer relevant, and really think about what does this experience look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now.
You have to maximize those opportunities when that kid is on campus because you only get so many shots and we need them to feel something when it happens. That to me is why this building stands out. It is maximizing that moment of campus visit.
Ultimately, what I hope they feel is what it means to be a Jayhawk. The experiences here, the people here, helping them say, hey, I feel right at home here at the University of Kansas and I want to become a Jayhawk.